How you doing, everybody? This is Tommy, and this is your assignment for days 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Now, I'm making it a 5-day assignment, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, but it's way, way more than that. This is an assignment that will last you literally for the rest of your life, and will have limitless applications. You'll see what I mean. Now, I've mentioned this a couple times, that the lifetime warm-up is a lot of things, but the one thing it isn't is all things. Nothing is all things. So the beautiful thing about the routine is it stays in tempo, locks you in, you can play it as a groove, it's wonderful, all that stuff. It goes through the rudiment families, but it doesn't test your range on each single rudiment group. So you should be able to break out the rudiments on their own and see where they sit in terms of velocity against the click, to see where you sit. Everybody's going to have their own range, how fast you can push a particular thing. And everybody also is going to have their own desires. Not everybody's going to want to push everything as fast as everybody else, nor should you. And that's fine. We all have different aspirations. This is not some kind of race or contest where you have to beat the person next to you. That's exactly the kind of crap I hate about rudimental drumming sometimes. Rudimental drumming is absolutely great, but it is not some kind of chest-beating, open-mouth breathing bullshit. You dig what I'm saying? All right, so keep it about the music. If you have a musical goal on the drum set, think about what you need from your technique and your rudimental training to serve that goal musically. Everybody's got their own dreams and desires. Make sure you use this to further your personal musical desires. Okay? So what I did on, I think about a week ago, was I did a very short clip of me playing the paradiddle diddle combo at 250, which raised a ruckus. So let me show you here's the paradiddle diddle combo at 180, which is an advanced tempo of the lifetime, when you think of it as a complete thought. Let me play it for you right now at 180. You know it. We love it. Everybody loves the paradiddle diddle combo. And for some people, this is very fast. And that's fine. This is not a contest. But if we took that out and played it by itself, it'd be interesting to see where our range is. Okay, so if you're already executing at 180, how fast can you get it? So that was 180, and here's 250. You know, just here. So that's a 250, right? Now, I can play it much faster than that. This hardware device only goes to 250. But the point is that you take it out of the lifetime and test where your particular range is, all right? Whatever it is, write it down. If you aspire to get faster than that, start taking these things out of the lifetime and working on getting them faster. All right, so now there's a ton of vocabulary inside the warm-up. Every single one of them can be taken out, extracted, and seeing where your range is. Your task for the next 5 particular days is going to be to take at least one element out of the lifetime and see where its range sits. Okay? So you can do anything. Let's take another rudiment. 3-stroke roughs. Let's take 3-stroke roughs. So here's 3-stroke roughs at 180. Okay, at an advanced tempo. An advanced lifetime thing. Let's try it. Right? That's a nice little tempo, right? But now you take it out, you're not playing it in a lifetime as a routine. You're actually focusing on it and seeing where can you go with it, how fast. Let's try it at 220. I don't know. It's just a number. See what it sounds like. All right, try 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty good. Fun to play those backwards, too. I don't want to get off the beaten path. But anyway, so that's 220. Now, also, you can play, if you have a hardware device like I'm using, and it only goes to 250, throw things at the cut time. So what's half of 220? Let's do 110. So 110, and make that the half note. Let's see what happens with that, right? And then you can get twice as much range out of your metronome that way. Here's 110, half of 220, right? Bop, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can take that and jump it up and see how fast you can get that, right? You can take anything, even like the singles grid. You know, you could take something like the singles grid and run with that. Like, so singles grid at the secret menu singles grid is, let's see, so on and so forth, right? And, you know, at 200, right? And then you run with that at 200, right? And then, you know, write down where you top out at your range. Now, the top of your range is not when you're suffering and sounding like shit. The top of your range is when it's beautiful and clean and musical, and you're still getting a beautiful sound even out of a piece of rubber, which you can do. It should sound like a beautiful linear line, not like you're having your head cut off. Okay, you want to sound like you're relaxed and calm. So if I'm playing 3-stroke roughs and it sounds, that's cool. If it sounds like this, that's not the top of your range. You've gone too far. All right, so you want the top of your range is basically where it can sit, where it's being played with some calories being spent. You're definitely exerting energy, but you are not suffering and you're not sounding bad, okay? So you want to sound beautiful and musical at all times, all right? Sound quality is always number one. Got it? Okay, so that's your task, a 5-day task I'm giving you. Now, but this is way more than 5 days. It's ridiculous that I'm only giving you 5 days to do this because this is a never-ending assignment. Break rudiments individually, every single one of them out of the lifetime, and work on them on their own to see what their range is. Every single rudiment family sits in a different range on the metronome. And that's when you start to actually use them on the drum set and start to stop thinking about them as just sticking and start to think of them as sounds. Okay, so take it out, see what it sounds like, push your range, write them down, and see whether or not you are where you want for your personal goals for the drum set. Every single one of us have individual goals. The point of the lifetime is that we can have that standard bar so we can see where we stand against a bar that does not change. And then you take that vocabulary and you put it where you want it. Okay? That is your task for the iGo Challenge for 5 days. I will see everybody tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 30. Day 30 with a new way to play the lifetime warm-up tomorrow. See you guys later.